think if anything has too many like bright colors, I panic. I just think to myself, this must be new. So in 2019, you launch, and obviously thus far, things are going incredibly well. When on that journey from 2019 to today, did you start thinking this typing thing is getting on my nerves? Like what happened there?
Yes.
She's remembering like,
Yeah, well, it's just something I felt very, very early on.
Yeah.
But, we were growing, we were, launching with some big retailers. There was just a lot.
There was no time.
There was no
to
time
like really work
to go
on that.
down,
Because it's a rabbit hole.
Yes.
There's
but
so much.
But what happened is that we keep getting customers saying that they don't, what's my hair type?
What's my type?
And obviously understanding the hair and how that really isn't the most important thing. At one point you're like, if I'm not addressing this properly, then I'm not doing my part in...
Like you can't serve your customers correctly if you can't answer that question. You're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
So I'm like, but this needs to be in the forefront in everything that we do to bring that education to the forefront because it's not there and a lot of the brands were not addressing
that. I don't think it really served their profit margins to address it. It's just like, why leave it alone?
It's good. Like it's good. It's fine.
It's easy to market, isn't it? If you say this is for 4C hair.
It is. Or like, a lot of brands do wavy, curly, coily, and you kind of like, that's your category.
Yeah, it's not enough.
And
it's not enough.
Yeah, but it goes a bit deeper. You need to go a bit deep if you're going to talk about porosity and I think gets too sciencey, although it's just common knowledge. Like it's not like science. Like it's not. It's
It's not.
It's not. It's just like this is the behavior of your hair.
This is how it acts.
Yes, and
this is what it needs.
how you can, manipulate it.
Yeah.
For a specific outcome, like what you want it to be. That's as simple as that. So we decided to remove all like references to.
So you had them on the website, and then you were like, nah, take them off.
Take them off.
Take them off.
Yeah.
Go on, Petrea. Yeah. So then, because otherwise there'll be absolute chaos in the streets, how do you then tell people like how they can find what they need? Because there needs to be a system.
Yes.
Right.
Well, a system, I mean, it's about giving people more of a personalized approach to like finding out what their hair is like.
Yeah.
Right? Like by asking the question. So we have the routine finder on our website. So that's the entry. It's like rather than like before when we had, this is your curly, and that's where they would go in to get the education and information. Now it's you go to the routine finder, you answer a few questions, and we'll give you your full texture type. So your pattern, because that's the curl type, your porosity type, your density, and the width of your hair, because that's also important. Like if your hair is coarse, if your hair is fine, like you wouldn't if your hair is fine, you would. If you have fine hair, you would care for it differently than if you have lots of hair.
So you ask me X amount of questions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to post on Instagram because I'm so intrigued. And then you basically break down the characteristics of my hair, and then you say, based on these characteristics,
this is your routine.
Right.
Using the product, and not just because there's a lot of quizzes out there, right?
There are. That's why I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this quiz.
There's a lot of quizzes, but they usually just give you recommendation for products. That this is how the same information that you would get from a curl specialist, really. Because we worked with specialists to on that to give the correct routines to people based on their texture type.
So it tells you what to do.
Tells you exactly what to do.
So in the same way I was sat here talking about maybe I do need oil to seal, if I was to have done the routine finder, I probably would have found that out. because it would have said, right, okay, you have particularly coarse, high porosity, thick or wide hair.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning. Sorry, I'll carry on. I was like, oh my God, I was listening to myself like, what? Who is this? And then as a result, it will give you an idea of like, okay, you must do lots of hydration till it's soaking wet, follow with the next and do this and do this. I see.
Yeah, and like with your deep conditioner, make sure that you use heat because that's really important. And you won't get that information, like it needs to be
that is very specific. You don't get on there on YouTube. Are you crazy? You get on YouTube. And even if it's on YouTube, you won't find it. I feel like you won't find what you need for you because you don't know what to search.
If you don't know,
right.
if you know,
because typing 4C is not enough, because if you type 4C, there might be 100,000 videos. In those 100,000, there could be a particular tutorial that has that. How are you finding that?
But 4C with fine hair will be different.
Oh my God.
Low porosity.
You're right.
The regimen will be completely different to 4C high porosity coarse. Like literally completely different. So
there's no
it's
point.
Like wasting your time.
No, there is no point.
I seriously, I think if you're a brand and you're creating products that you want people to buy and you genuinely want people to benefit from, you need to get to that level of detail to look at that individual. And it's a lot of like back end work because it's a lot easier, and that's why brands do it to have like a back end app to give people recommendations. Like super simple, really easy. Whereas you have personalized routines for all different combination of like high porosity, low porosity. You can be. There's a lot of different pages that you can land on that will have different information, and that takes a lot of time. Like it took us a really long time to build that.
But then you'll have customers literally for life.
Yes, and you can be so specific in your communication to that customer, like when you're sending them.
Oh my God,
email,
comms must be incredible.
Yeah, because you're speaking to that particular customer. You're talking about their high porosity hair. You're genuinely connecting with them.
That's amazing because I'm sick and tired of getting emails. And I know these emails are a joke, where it's like curly summer, and I look at the products and I'm like,
it's not for me.
It's not for me. Yeah. But it must be because I bought like something from Cantu from Superdrug one time, and they were like curly.
It was like, you're not talking to me.
Like literally must have just been like, put her in the curly pack.
Yeah.
Send her the curly content.
Yeah. I think it makes such a difference.
It makes a huge difference. Instead of me minimizing and blocking, I can actually sit and read and get something that I need. And already in this episode, I've learned so much. That's why I love this podcast.